Hello and welcome to Short Story Scene. I'm your host, the storyteller, and here we have a tale called Old School Days by Banjo Paterson. Awake of a muse and echoes of the day, long past and ghosts of memories manifold. Youth's memories and wants were green and gold, but alas, the grim and ashen gray. And the drowsy schoolboy waking up from sleep, first strays the system in substantial food, and off the school in tasks of half understood. Alas, alas, the crib should be so cheap. The journey down to town were long until the storm and riot of the rabble rout, and while Willipergus revel in and out, and made a ferry boat of floating hell. What time of the captive locust fairly roared, and the bulldog ants made a stingless with a knife, and climbed up the seats as sacred of the very life for the timid folk who near jumped overboard. The hours of the lessons and the hours of the feet of the clay, each hour of the day, each day like a week, and the hapless urchins heard them blanch the cheek, and the words of doom coming on Saturday. The master gowned and speculated precise, trying to rule the methods firm and kind, but always just a little bit behind in the latest villainy and last device. Born of some smooth-faced urchin's fertile brain, and irritated and hapless, perverted going. And the first involved him in the mental fog, and then have him with the same old tale again. The bogus and the fight that brought the sergeant down to the dark corner of the old brick way, where the mimic combat and theatric brawl made noise enough to terrify the town. But on wet days the ferry was genuine, and the small boys pushed each other in the mud, and fought in silence till the streams of blood, the dirty faces would indigine, and the football match, and the practice in the park, and the rampart hoodlums joining in the game. Till on one famous holiday there came a gang and seized the football for a lark, and they raged in combat without the rest of pause, till one a hero Hawkins unafraid regained the ball, and later in display his nose was knocked sideways in the country's cause. Before the mind quaint visions rose and fall, old jokes, old students dead and gone, and some are leadless still while they toil on the rank and file, but grammar children all, and he the pilot who has said delayed the course. For all this steer by honest, unafraid, truth his beck and light, so he has made, in the name of the old school, a living force. And that concludes our tale, Old School Days by Banjo Paterson.